If you ever sprayed a perfume, you loved it at first, and then about an hour later, you're like, wait, this smells completely different, then this video is for you. Today, I'm breaking down top, middle, and base notes and why the first spray does not tell the complete story. Hey everyone, it's Chelsea and welcome back to week 2, episode 2 of our fragrance series. Last week, we talked about skin chemistry and finding your fragrance family. Well, this week, we're going a layer deeper, literally. Understanding fragrance notes will completely change the way you buy fragrance from here on out. Think about perfume like an outfit or even a full look. What you see first isn't the full story. Fragrance notes are layers of perfume, and they reveal themselves over time based on evaporation and how it interacts with your skin. The light notes tend to evaporate quickly, whereas the deep notes tend to linger longer. That's why perfume evolves instead of smelling the same all day. So what you smell when you first spray it is going to be totally different throughout the day, and sometimes it changes multiple times throughout the day depending on the notes. But we'll get into that later. Now we're going to get into the layers of perfume, starting with the top notes. And the top notes are what you smell immediately after spraying. So the top notes tend to consist of citrus, light fruits, and herbs. These notes are bright, fresh, and attention-grabbing, but they're the first to fade, so typically within the first 10 to 30 minutes of spraying. Now, y'all know I'm going to give y'all an example, and the first example is a Chanel Chance. Now, it opens up with a bright note of grapefruit and quince, and quince is kind of like a pear and apple got together and had a baby. So it's very bright, very beautiful, and then it dries down to this beautiful floral. And my other example is the Creed Adventist for her. Now, when it opens up, you get that crisp burst of apple and lemon, and then it dries down. I have it on right now, actually. And it dries down to this mellow, kind of woody, still kind of, you know, you got the citrus in there a little bit, but it fades down to the base note. So those are my 2 examples that I did want to share with you, so you so we can see eye to eye on where we're going. So just to give you a quick fashion analogy so we can kind of see eye to eye on where I'm going with this. Top notes, think of them like accessories. Now, I just have my necklaces on, no rings or anything like that, but for this video, I have on necklaces. All right, so with accessories, they are meant to be cute yet noticeable, but they're not the foundation of an outfit. And that's pretty much the same thing as far as top notes in reference to perfumes. So that's why you cannot judge a perfume based off the first spray. I recommend spraying and let it sit, but we're going to get into that later. All right, next up, we're going to get into middle notes, aka the heart. The middle notes, aka the heart notes, come through once the top notes fade. Example of heart notes tend to be florals, spices, and soft fruits. So soft fruits meaning strawberries, raspberries, banana, pear. Think of soft flesh fruits. The heart notes tend to be the personality of the fragrance. They tend to show up around 30 minutes to an hour in. If top notes are the first impression, then the middle notes are who you are when people really get to know you. And a little knowledge gem, most fragrances are built around the heart notes. The last makeup of a perfume are base notes. Base notes are what lingers on your skin for a couple of hours and even the next day, depending on how strong the fragrance is. So to give you an example of base notes, they tend to be musk, vanilla, woods, and amber. These notes tend to be deeper, warmer, and take longer to develop. Base notes are the confidence, the energy, and typically the reason why someone says, oh my God, you smell good.
You smell wonderful.
Oh, thank you.
If you love cozy, sexy, and grounding fragrances, then you may connect most with base notes. So examples of this is Kayali Vanilla 28. I think we all love that. Again, what I'm wearing today, which is Creed Adventist for her. Definitely love that. Definitely a nice nighttime. And I would say winter. It's kind of like a winter and summer scent, but I love it in the winter time because it's so strong and it could cut through that coldness. So those are 2 examples that I came up with. But of course, there are more. Here's a mistake a lot of people tend to make. They go into a store, smell the top notes, and decide immediately. Bad, bad, bad. Because perfume is about development. So when you don't give a perfume a chance to develop, you're going to end up being in love with the top notes. And then when it dries down, you're going to be complaining. So my advice, when you go fragrance shopping, spray it on your skin and not paper. So before you go, take a bath, moisturize with some unscented lotion, and then go out and go shopping. And the reason why you want to spray it on your skin, as we mentioned in last week's episode, everything depends on our body chemistry. Everybody's different. So that's one of the reasons why fragrances smell different on you and not the other person. Or a certain fragrance develops differently on you and not the other person. So make sure you spraying it on your skin. Paper is going to give you what the fragrance smell like, but your skin is going to turn it into something else. So skin. After you spray it, walk around for at least an hour and let the fragrance develop and see what you think. Walk around for at least an hour and smell it again, and then let it sit on you for the rest of the day and just see how it ends up developing. And that way you're able to see how long it lasts and how it works on your skin. So that way you can tell if you want to purchase it or not. One great example of this is the Whipped Cherry by Clean. That's the name of the brand that I got. I fell in love with the top notes because when you first spray it, all you're getting is pineapple, fresh pineapple, fresh cherries, not the maraschino, syrupy cherries, but like fresh cherries that you go get out of the grocery store and you wash them and pop them in your mouth, like fresh cherries. You're getting that and it's nice and bright, but then it dries down to like a woody scent and like a vanilla woody. And so that can kind of turn you off, especially if that's what you weren't expecting. Because if you're thinking you're going to be smelling pineapple and cherries all day, no, it dries down. So that's the reason why you don't want to, spray a perfume and say, oh, it smells good. And you haven't had a chance to let it develop, because then you're going to, write a bad review, or you're going to get on the fragrance reviewer, your fave fragrance reviewer, and complain in their comments. So you want to give a fragrance a chance to develop, because at the end of the day, your skin chemistry is going to decide how the fragrance notes show up. When you read a fragrance description, don't just look at the top notes. If you want longevity, you want to pay attention to those base notes. If you want something light and daytime friendly, you want to pay attention to the middle notes, the heart. So my examples of that, again, Chanel Chance. I know I mentioned that a million times in this video, but I genuinely get a lot of compliments from there. And it's a workplace friendly fragrance as well. Church, anywhere where you're going to be around a lot of people and you want to, give off a professional thing going on. That's a good one. So Chanel Chance, that's a good daytime scent. My Victor and Rolf Pretty Peony that I just picked up, what was it, November or December? Yeah, so those are good daytime scents. This is how you start building a fragrance wardrobe and not just a bunch of random buys. We're going to wrap it up here. So comment below, which notes are you most drawn to? Top, middle, or base notes? And if you missed week 1, I'm going to have it below, and I'm going to make a playlist as well so you can catch up. And we'll see you next week, next Tuesday, for week number 3, episode number 3. Bye.